Hiya, welcome back. As promised, I'm giving this challenge another good go, but this time using an A5 sheet of cold pressed 100% cotton watercolor paper. Speaking of which, do you reckon it's still okay for me to tag this as my Scrawler challenge? Because I'm not using the paper that was in the box. I did actually think of using some Posca pens in the background and then tagging it just Scrawlrbox, not Scrawler challenge. But in the end, because of my first video and my first go at this challenge, I thought it wouldn't really be a fair comparison unless I used all the same product. And I do really, it's weird because I absolutely love Bristol board. I've never used it with water before, and these markers are awesome. The brightness is just crazy. So I really wanted to have another just go using all the same materials, but I needed a paper that could handle the amount of water that I wanted to use with them. Anyway, feel free to leave me your thoughts in the comments. I am sticking with the same idea as well, the whole neon glow stick disco vibe, but decided to draw the girl from a slightly different angle. It's probably getting slightly confusing to look at here with all the different layers of pencil lines, but I'll clear up once I go over it with a pen. And now for the really fun part, seeing if I can make this work. Now this paper takes water beautifully, and I can add shading, I can come back in, add highlights, I can actually add a little bit of highlight from the markers with different tones. Here I've wet the entire area I want to color in, and then add bits of color to it and just flood it gently, add shading, add highlights. It's brilliant. I love this so much better. Is than my first go at it yesterday. And I'm adding shading here. I've added a bit where I didn't want it, so I kind of dabbed it out with a tissue, come back in, add a highlight, and just work at it in bits. And I can come back and add bits, and I can take bits away if it's too much. I can add a highlight because I know she's going to be wearing a neon collar, so I want it to leave a little bit of a glow in the skin there. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. That's what watercolor paper is made for. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love Bristol board. It just wasn't made for water. And I'm having so much fun using this pen ink like it was paint. This is just, I don't know, it's just brilliant. Just adding a little bit of glow to the skin because of all the neon she's wearing. A little bit of shadows in the corners of the eyes to make them seem a bit more natural. I decided to layer the hair with some highlights instead of just keeping it monotone, and these markers are brilliant. They blend perfectly well on paper. I am having to clean off the lighter nib as it does pick up some of the darker color. I wanted to try doing the other side with low lights, so I'm mixing the pink with purple here to make it a little bit darker. And I'm painting it on a little bit. Then I tried actually mixing the two colors on the palette, and both work actually really well. So I've got a couple of different shades of purple in there. Then it seemed a little bit bland, so I'm adding a little bit of pink on top just to brighten it up and kind of see the hair strands. I wanted to see if I could make the orange a little bit darker, so I tried mixing it with pink, but I didn't really like it. So then I tried painting it over the pink after it dried, but I didn't really like that either, so I just went in with the original lovely color. I wanted to make a brown, and I know yellow and purple make a brown, and I know red and green make a brown. It's not exactly the kind of brown I was hoping for, but still, it's good enough. It's just slightly different to the rest of the headphones. Now I wanted to give her bright pink eyelashes, and I couldn't do it with the thickness of the nib as it was, so I tapped the pen onto my palette until it actually splashed out some paint, enough for me to pick up with a thin paintbrush. I thought this was such a cool thing to be able to do. Overall, I'm very impressed with these pens and all the different ways I can use them. And now a big, thick, cartoony outline just to make the whole thing pop. I am so much happier with this go than with my first attempt. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And let me know in the comments if you think it's fair for me to tag this as my challenge when I swapped out the paper. Anyway, hopefully see you soon. Bye.